The Ten Hag target, apparently from Ineos, he doesn't have to get top 4 this season. We'll talk about that. Also, you know, I think it's important to say that we can't just... I don't want United to just sit back and accept it. You know, I saw some of the pictures yesterday of the players getting on the plane, and I was just like, some of these players shouldn't be at this football club anymore. I know some people don't like that. They get all, you know, precious about it, but they shouldn't be at the football club anymore. And I just think, let's not settle. You know, there are players that Arsenal and Man City get rid of. I mean, Man City got rid of Jesus, Zinchenko, they let Gundogan go. They move on really good players, and we keep players that just, they're well liked at Carrington. Whoa, that'll get us 3 points at Anfield, won't it? They're well liked at Carrington. Oh yeah, that's definitely get us 3 points at Anfield. We need to start moving on. And I think some people, we'll come to it in a minute because this transfer news, but yesterday morning, all right, I hadn't had a lot of sleep the night before. I was moody, I'll admit that, yesterday morning, but I still stand by what I said. Like, ultimately, we've bought a replacement for Varane. We've bought a striker that we needed last summer, and Donny, Camboala and Greenwood have gone. The rest of them are out of contract. And it's now nearly August. You know, it's been a good start, but it's starting to stagnate. It's starting to slow down. And you can be positive. I'm still positive, but it's slowing down. It's really slowing down. The last 48 hours has gone flatlining. And that's the truth. I speak to journalists. I speak to people. It's flatlining. Basically what you get is everyone's gone on tour. It'll probably go quiet for a few days. And everyone has gone on tour. Barada, Ashworth, Wilcox, Ten Hag, they've all gone on tour. So where's the business? What's happening? You know, we need stuff to be happening. We're running out of time. Amir, thank you for being a member for 23 months. Have you seen the away kit? The away kit is nice. I'm not somebody who gets into kits, but I do like the away kit. And Ayut, thank you very much. Welcome to Members Club. Okay, let's hit the latest transfer news. There is a new Ligt transfer plan. Manchester United at the moment, depending on who you speak to, the Ligt deal is very much up in the air. Love your work, Mark, honestly, says Prajwell. Thank you very much for your super chat, mate. Really appreciate that. Hope you have a great day. So the Ligt transfer is up in the air. You can speak to Fabrizio, you can, speak to a few other people, and you'll get different answers on this. But with regards to Ligt, it's very much up in the air. Some people are saying we're moving away from a deal, and that the deal won't happen. Some people are saying it likely will happen, but it will take a bit of time. I still think it's going to happen, but at the end of the day, this is part of my concern. Like, I see Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof on the plane yesterday, and I just think we are walking into the same mistakes that surely Ineos and Ten Hag are aware of. We literally did this last year. We didn't get Kim Min-jae. We were trying to sell Maguire and Lindelof. We kept them. We didn't get Kim Min-jae, and it all went to shit. Like, they are not good enough at centre-back for a top 4 team. It's the end. The story over. So it worries me when I see the smiling on the plane and all this, and I think this is like watching UK Gold. I've seen this episode before, and it's not even a classic. I've seen these players getting on the plane before, smiling in America. And I'm like, I know I'm not saying don't let them on the plane, but what I'm saying is there should be other players on the plane. And if you're Harry Maguire or you're Victor Lindelof and you are on that plane, of course you're smiling. You play for Manchester United. They haven't bought any other centre-backs that are going to really bother you other than Yoro, who's 18. So you're like, I'm on easy street again. I'm here. I'm in the box seat. No one's got my spot. And we're going on tour. Like, it's the end of July, and there are people, McTominay in the midfield, Eriksen in the midfield, Casemiro in the midfield, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire. I'd be happy if I was any of them. Big wages. No one's come in and took my place yet. Season starts in a couple of weeks. I'm training with the first team. I'm bringing my apple in every day, making Ten Hag smile. I'm joking with Ruud van Nistelrooy. I'm getting on with Rennie. I've met Sir Jim. Oh, he's a nice lad. And that does worry me. And people will say, you're being irrational. Well, I might be being irrational, but I've been down this road before. I've seen this happen before. I've seen it happen with new managers before. Oh, they'll get rid of this player and then they don't. So I'm a little bit concerned because once you've got your feet under the table and you're one of the lads, it becomes more difficult and more difficult. And look, maybe it's the plan all along. Maybe the Ineos and Ten Hag plan all along is not to really sell that many players. You make out you're going to sell them, and then you don't sell them, and you get fans on board with a bit of PR of, oh, look at them on tour, smiling and loving each other and beating out Liverpool on Sunday in a relevant pre-season game. You know, I'm hoping that's not going to happen. But nobody can tell me that it's not going to happen because we've seen it happen summer after summer after summer. I'm just a little bit of anxiety around it at the moment because I don't want to see these players starting for Manchester United again. I don't even want to see them on the bench, to be honest. I want to see a clear out, and I just think there has been a slowdown. But with the Ligt, basically the latest with the Ligt is, and I think you might have seen it yesterday with Kevin Maud's 2 great shows yesterday, talking about the left-back situation. There was a really big left-back drop yesterday, and the sinister side of me was like, why are we getting a left-back drop when we haven't even sorted out the midfield and the centre-back? Why are we suddenly talking about left-back when we haven't sorted centre-back and midfielder? And I was thinking, oh, shit, this is worrying. Left-back's always been, we can sort that out later when we've sorted out the priorities. That's always been the story around left-back. We will get a left-back, but we can sort that out when we've sorted out other priorities. And then yesterday afternoon, suddenly we're getting drops about left backs, and I'm going, oh god, what's going on here then? Oh no, why are we suddenly talking about left backs? We haven't even sorted the centre back and the midfielder out, and suddenly we're getting drops about left backs, which previously we've been saying that's for later on. And I'm thinking, oh, you know, a week ago we were talking about 2 midfielders and 2 centre backs. A week later we haven't even got one in of either position, and now we're talking about left backs, and you're like, oh no. They're kicking this down the road to August, aren't they? They're going to kick it down the road. But look, with the centre-back situation, Bayern Munich won't shift. I think Man United are offering too low anyway. As I said yesterday, 50 million euros for De Ligt, which is 42 million pounds, I think is fair for a 24-year-old with his experience. Man United don't want to pay it, so we're sort of locked on this. You know, we won't move. There is a good point, and Peter messaged me about this. Very good point. Said that, you know, maybe Man United know that they're going to do these deals, but they want to take their time on them to spread it out. You know, that they're not going to be taken for a ride. Maybe they feel it's worth negotiating it down over a few weeks. I mean, look, that could be an angle. We're all dancing in the dark. We don't know what the solution is. I personally think we will get De Ligt. Maybe there's a little bit of hope in there, but I do think we'll get him because, as Ten Hag said, he wants him, but De Ligt was actually highlighted by Ineos as a signing. So if we don't get De Ligt, we know Ineos have had to move away from what they wanted as well, which I don't think they clearly want to put that message out there. So I think we will get him. But I also think that what we need to do is be very, very wary of time passing by. Goldbridge, that's the end of the clip. I'm sure you enjoyed it. In fact, I bet that's the best clip you've ever watched. So there's no reason not to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so you never miss a clip again. In fact, smash a like on the video because we all know only legends like videos and you are all legends. So please smash a like on the video and we will see you again on the next one. Thank you very much for watching as always.